Yo, test it then. It's yours truly, Madness KMA. Spell it correct, don't get it twisted. The MADDNESSKMA on the platforms. Links are down below for all my socials. You can see them on the screen. Big up to all those that's been watching me through my Hidden Dub series and basically talking along the music timeline of KMA Productions, which was myself and 6 of KMA, 2 brothers, 1 outfit. One label, as well as the groundbreaking energies that we had from the Cape Fair, Chaotic Madness, the Breaking Out EP, the Recon Mission EP, the Another Level remixes, the remixes that we done for RNS Records, and so much more inside that, including Sony BMG and Virgin. And now moving forward to the timeline of about 2000, 2001. This is important for the timeline of KMA Productions, where it moved to, we started to separate. So basically, I'm still out there doing my thing as Madness KMA, the DJ producer. So I'm doing my thing up and down the country, and it got more and more thick with the work. It was like consistent every weekend, every weekday as well. It became the weekdays where we was in the West End as the freak DJs and the elite team that we was headlining on most events. And because of my production, then it got to a stage where I was getting more bookings in up and down the country, in the whole of UK and some places in Europe as well. That was elite for UK garage at the time in the late 90s, early 2000s. I was flying to places that, you know, introducing that garage sound. And a lot of the times it was because of the music production. Of course, people heard the tape cassettes on my radio shows. And so I was going different places. Along that timeline, 2000, 2001, where KMA Productions, myself and my brother, we sort of separated and went our own ways, where he had his work commitments and he couldn't commit to doing productions. And I wanted to move on and just keep going. And I had a whole load of ideas and musical experiences that I wanted to put down. So I decided to go off on a solo projects. One of my first solo projects was 2001, where I linked up with a continuation of a family friend and a link that he had a studio set up in North London, which was my home base anyway, North and East London. He had a studio in the Millmead Industrial Estate in Tottenham. So I thought to myself, that's the one way that I'm going to link up and go, because when I went down and saw the studios, man had 3 different studios, the main one, Studio 2, Studio 3, and it was like, you know what, I need to get involved in this guy as well. Was my main feature. I looked after the sound system at my wedding as well, so big him up, hail and salute the General Timmi Magic. For those that don't know, Timmi Magic was the producer for the Dream Team outfit. You had Spoonie, hail and salute. You had Mikey B, hail and salute again. All 3 of them as a collective was the DJ outfit, but the music production side, that was all Timmi Magic. So with Timmy setting up this amazing studio settings that he had in our North London settings, we was like, oh man, I've got to link up with this. So when I saw the studio, I was like, Tim, my brother, I need to do some solo projects. So he had his main productions going on in the main studio, number 1. So obviously that took up the whole day and most of the evening as well. So big up all the guys behind the scenes, Bobby, Will, Dave LaRouge, maximum respects to all those as well. So I said to him, Tim, I want to book Studio 2, you know, hook me up so I can get on with some solo projects. He said, man, no problem. See, with Timmy, he's known me from since I was a kid, coming up in the industry when I was an MC to a DJ, and he's, you know, knows my whole family, and it's all good, right? And that's manners and respect and love all the way through up to today day. You heard me. I decided to do a project, and I wanted a 2-step type of vocal. I wanted a sing-along vocal. This was 2000, 2001, right? So I wanted to have that. So his studio was called Magic Studios in Millmead Industrial Estate. Many of those that passed through, because around the corner or upstairs or downstairs was the Heartless crew. There were so many other people in this building, right? So I wanted to do a 2-step type of sing-along tune, again, away from the breakbeat elements. I wanted to just do a 2-step sing-along tune. And then I started to make some beats, messing about with this, messing about with the Proteus, I remember, the sound module, and I came up with these certain strings and these chords that I played, and I thought, this sounds nice. Immediately the track just came together, because I kind of had it in my head what I wanted it to sound like. And then it was the case of, I need a vocalist. I didn't like using chopped up sample vocals, and of course, who was my go-to at the time? Of course, the one and only KMA vocalist, MELISSA.K. So I called up Melissa and I said to her, listen, I've got this 2-step track that I need you on. She was like, okay, once the phone call was put in, no problem, Mad, I'll be down there. She did forward to the studio. Once she heard the tune, she was like, I could write to this straight away. Okay, cool. We sat down, we constructed the vocals, and then it was the case of hook up the microphone, let's do the demo before we take it into studio number 1 and get the full track produced. And that's what we did, man. It just come together because me and Melissa had a vibe and chemistry anyway from the KMA. So it was like, okay, cool. It was just a natural progression. This is what we wanted to do. And I said to her, I want it to be a happy, go lucky, sing along so we can box this out for the summer ahead. And that's what we did. We put this track together, she sung this, and let's get into this right now. Okay, so here we are back behind the turntable number 1, and I'm about to give this a spin right now for us to get a listen to my very first official solo project, should I say, which got a release out there on REDSPOT record label. This is what the promo looked like, REDSPOT, and tell you what, when it got the release for me, it was super happy. So let's get this one playing right now, featuring MELISSA.K on the vocals. I'm happy. This is the main mix.
Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy.
Like I said, it was the ethos of it. I want it very much a 2-step sing-along tune that everyone can sing along to, male or female, but mainly for the ladies them. You know what I mean? I think we captured it on this.
I'm happy. I'm happy. I found you. To be with you is like a dream come true. My heart begins to jump every time that you're around. My feet don't touch the ground. No more searching, it's me and you, and I love you through and through. My heart begins to jump every time that you're around. My feet don't touch the ground. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Happy.
You might find some copies of this on Discogs. Madness featuring MELISSA.K. Let's stop that one there. Hold up, wait, and freeze, because I don't want it to go inside the Sing J vocal that was sung by myself. It weren't really a singing thing for me, because remember, I used to be a host. Anyway, it makes me cringe, so I don't play that part. But listen, that was the vocal mix, basically, right? Like I said, sing along. You can vibe with that one all day long. It was a 2-step element, and that's how I came out the box with my solo project at Magic Studios with MELISSA.K on that one. I'm happy. The vocal mix. Wait, freeze. For those that haven't subscribed as yet, make sure you go down. Let's put this episode to a side for 1 minute. Go down below and press the subscribe button now. Pirate Chronicles channel is the multimedia platform. We're doing bits out here, and you can see the episode, the series, the playlists are available. Hidden dubs music production backstory. So myself, 6 of KMA, and leading on now to my solo projects as well. Hit the subscribe button down below one time, just one time, one time. On any device, hit the subscribe button so you can get me up to 1K so I could do some live features that I've got planned in my head. Help me out here. We are in 2024. I need your help. Get the subscription up to 1,000 plus and more and beyond. So I had this sort of thing that I used to do at that club there as well, which was like a Sing J type vocal. It's madness in the place. You would run, come follow me, and all that kind, originality and vibes, and it was just a vibes thing. So I said, let me put that in there because I need that as a Sing J type vocal, right? And I did that, and I tell you what, even up to this day, if I did a mix or something like this, and recently I found my Radio 1 debut show which had the mix on there as well, and I edit out that part because it makes me cringe, because I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I layer it? Like, I could have done a semitone lower octave to it to harmonize with it, to fatten it up. Why didn't I do that? Oh my days, it makes me cringe. Anyway, I didn't play it in that clip just there on the original mix, but I will play it on the next mix. All right, so let's shake it up a bit. For anyone that has a production record label from back then in the garage industry, and you had this person on your remix package, your remix works, that will help to boost your production in many kind of ways, because he was a very much sought after producers that people just couldn't have because of his work commitments with the outfits that he was working with. Namely, he was doing a lot of work with Public Demand, Hail and Salute at the time. So it was hard to get hold of him, and he was very much elusive as well. He wasn't a DJ that played out, or you didn't see him in Clubland and you can buck him up and say, yo, link up and say, oh, I want you to do me a remix, and see if you can do it, because of his availability and his time schedule was so jam-packed. Anyway, on the flip side to this, that was the label REDSPOT. On the flip side to this, I have not one, but 2 remixes from this amazing producer. Goes by the name, and put some respect on it, Steve Gurley. Face already, there's no bass. The Sing J verse on myself, actually, I might let it spin on this version, because Steve done wonders to it and made me sound a bit better than what it actually was. Do this!
Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now.
My preference for the actual package, this is my favorite on there.
Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now. I'm happy. I found you. To be with you is like a dream come true. My heart begins to jump every time that you're around. My feet don't touch the ground. No more searching. It's me and you, and I love you through and through. My heart begins to jump every time that you're around. My feet don't touch the ground. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now, I'm happy.
I always say it with the DJing style as well as music production. We've got the question and the answer. Listen to the production format.
I'm happy. I found you. To be with you is like a dream come true. My heart begins to jump
in emotion. Listen.
No more searching.
Every track that Steve done was a masterpiece.
And I love you through and through. My heart begins to jump every time that you're around. My feet don't touch the ground.
Come on.
Ready, wanna tell you
the
now,
breakdown,
I'm happy.
and it's coming up next. A Sin J type vocal. Don't judge me, right? I wanted something to fill in that next verse with a different contrast to Melissa, and this is what I come up with, right? Listen to this.
I'm happy, happy. Are you ready? Wanna tell you now.
Don't say nothing. I think some people did upload it to YouTube, so you might be able to find it, but you've never found the Steve Gurley mix. In fact, let me upload the Steve Gurley mix on my music channel, which is MELISSA.K on YouTube, youtube.com/MADDNESSKMA. That's the music channel. So yeah, an absolutely amazing project that was I'm Happy, featuring the one and only Melissa.K from the KMA vocalist. And of course, attached to that was the Steve Gurley mixes. Now, there was two mixes that he done. That main remix there. I've got another project coming up next week in the Hidden Dub series, which was another amazing project to me along the same era, the same timeline with I'm Happy working in Magic Studios. I got a phone call from a good friend and one of the legends of the scene, Norris the Boss Windross. Now, Norris the Boss had his own studio set up in North London again in Muswell Hill. And he said to me, come down and check it out. I said, okay, cool. I'm going to bring a project your way because I wanted to introduce into the garage scene some of my homies from North London again. They become quite huge in their own outfit for the MC and bass days. Of course, you had Soul Solid that was running the place with a bag of MCs and artists full of talent. Hail and salute Soul Solid. So these guys from North London got together and it was a project that we delivered alongside the in-house engineer and producer at the time, Angel 21, and myself, where we conjured up a project that was more set for carnival, very different and eclectic sound of what we did on this production. And the tune was called Frankenstein, with the introduction to the garage scene from the Dem Lot family, including Demolition Man, Frisky Dan, and a vocalist called Entice. Watch all the other videos as well. Come on, man. I'm out.